Hi, greetings, fellow Whovians. Hope you're all doing well and staying home safe and healthy. So, our look at the 10th Doctor era now continues on with Voyage of the Damned. So, let's take a look at it. The TARDIS has collided with a ship called the Titanic. To investigate further, the 10th Doctor runs the TARDIS's self-repair program on board the Titanic, which the Doctor discovers is a nuclear-powered interstellar cruiser from the planet Stowe. Modeled after the Earth ocean liner of the same name, the ship is orbiting present-day Earth to observe primitive cultures, specifically Christmas. The Doctor decides to stow away and joins a party of aliens, including the waitress Astrid Peth, on a brief excursion to London. However, the populace of London fled in fear because of extraterrestrial attacks over the previous two Christmases. Smart. After the party return from the excursion, the ship's captain sabotages the ship by engineering its collision with three large meteors. The resulting collision kills most of the passengers on board and draws the ship to an extinct level collision with Earth. Ooh. The Doctor makes contact with midshipman Alonzo Frame, a crew member who survived the collision, to help him stabilize the ship. Onward to the bridge, the Doctor's party are repeatedly attacked by the host, androids resembling angels who were programmed to kill the survivors. The Doctor breaks from the party and attempts to reach the control point for the host. He is taken to the host's leader, former cruise line owner Max Capricorn, who is a head attached to a mobile life support unit. Capricorn was bitter about being forced out of his own company and plotted the Titanic's inevitable collision with Earth to bankrupt the company and frame the board of directors for murder. To save the Doctor, Astrid rams Capricorn with a forklift, which sends both of them over a ledge to their deaths. Ugh. The Doctor uses the host to reach the bridge, where he uses the heat from entry into the Earth's atmosphere to restart the ship's engines, which helps prevent the ship from crashing into Buckingham Palace. After stabilizing the ship, the Doctor realizes that the teleport bracelet Astrid was wearing backed up her molecular pattern. However, the damaged system can only partially regenerate Astrid. The Doctor reluctantly allows her to dissipate into atoms, so she can fulfill her dream of exploring the universe. Oh, that was sweet. Sad, but sweet. So anyway, let's look at the production of this episode, beginning with casting. During the third series press launch in March 2007, the production team was approached by Will Baker, Kylie Minogue's creative director, about her appearing in the show. Executive producer Julie Garner replied that Minogue could guest star if her schedule was free. Minogue officially registered her interest on March 26, 2007, and was subsequently given a one-off role as the Doctor's companion. Minogue's appearance would allow the show to easily transfer the lead companion role from Martha Jones to Penny, the intended companion for the fourth series, eventually replaced by Catherine Tate as Donna Noble, and provide a big-name star to appear in the Christmas special. Her casting was first reported in the News of the World in April 2007. Davis initially dismissed the story, but Baker and Minogue contemporaneously confirmed she would star in the show. Her role was officially confirmed on July 3, 2007. Both Minogue and Doctor Who had acknowledged each other before. Lady's Lantern mentions Minogue as a real person, and Baker, a fan of Doctor Who, included aspects of the classic series in Minogue's tours. The Raston Warriors from the Five Doctors in the Fever Tour, and the Cybermen in the Showgirl Tour. Nice. Clive Swift and Jeffrey Palmer have had previous roles in Doctor Who. Swift portrayed Jobel in Revelation of the Daleks, while Palmer played Undersecretary Masters in Doctor Who and the Silurians, and the Administrator in The Mutants. Jessica Martin had played Mags in The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. In addition, Bernard Cribbins played Tom Campbell in Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD, the second Doctor Who feature film adaptation starring Peter Cushing, as well as Arnold Corrins in the audio play Horror of Glam Rock. Colin McFarlane, who provided the voices of the Heavenly Host for the episode, went on to play General Pierce in Torchwood Children of Earth, before later reappearing in Doctor Who as Moran in Under the Lake. Jimmy V had previously played aliens in The End of the World and Aliens of London, and later play other aliens in The End of Time and The Caretaker. Interesting. Now on to Minogue's costume. Minogue met designer Louise Page 4 times during pre-production to discuss her costume. Page rejected a long dress because it was atypical to Minogue. She instead elected for a cigarette girl image, similar to a 1950s cinema usherette. 5 costumes were made for different scenes of Minogue's stunt doubles, and each part of the and each part of each costume was made separately to keep Minogue's role secret. After filming, Minogue told Page that the costume was the most comfortable she had worn in years. Now on to the writing of the episode. The episode was primarily written by Russell T. Davies after Minogue was cast. Davies described his pitch to Minogue as busking. The character of Astrid Peth was written for Minogue. Davies later stated that Minogue was a very exceptional case. He considered writing roles specifically for one actor dangerous territory because the desired actor may be unavailable or decline the part. In early drafts of the episode, Astrid did not die. Davies decided Astrid's death was necessary to allow Minogue focus on her musical career. Davies described the original nature of her death, falling over a precipice during a fight with Capricorn, as fleeting. He intensified the scene by changing Max from mobile to cybernetic and Astrid's attack from an altercation to a forklift truck. Davies felt the revised scene was such a beautiful image and romanticized Astrid's ultimate sacrifice. Davies based the episode on the traditional disaster film format. He was highly influenced by the 1972 film The Poseidon Adventure. He considered turning the spaceship upside down before cutting the concept for monetary constraints. The character of Foof Van Hoof, played by David Chazen, was heavily based on Belle Rosen, played by Shelley Winters. He diverged from the trope in his climax. The format of Doctor Who dictated the requirement of antagonist, Max Capricorn, whose plan was to sabotage the ship as part of an insurance scam. Davies based the portrayal of Kansas in the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz as an analog for Stowe. The episode includes several references to outside the show's fictional universe. The episode is dedicated to Verity Lambert, Doctor Who's fan and producer, who died on November 22, 2007, a day before the show's 44th anniversary. And the malfunctioning host stuttering over the name Max is a reference to 1980s visual presenter Max Headroom. Davies inserted references to other Doctor Who episodes in the script. He emphasized society's increasing awareness of aliens and the tradition of London's consecutive Christmas attacks in the script, describing the letter as becoming a bit of an in-joke. The Doctor's use of the catchphrase "Allons-y, Alonso" in the episode when he helps Frame stabilize the ship continues a running gag originating in Army of Ghosts. And the host continued the thematic motif of angels. Angels previously appeared in Blink, where the antagonists of the episode were weeping angels, and in The Sound of Drums and Last of the Time Lords, where the Master's communication network was called the Archangel Network. Despite angels being the antagonists in 2 episodes that aired close to each other, which dismayed writer and executive producer Russell T. Davies when he read Moffat's script for Blink, the hosts are functionally different as subordinate robot butlers. Now on to the filming. Filming primarily took place between July 9th and August 11th, 2007. The first scene filmed depicted the group being accosted by the host while crossing over the engines. On July 12th, Tennant's mother, Helen MacDonald, began to succumb to her cancer. Filming was rescheduled to allow Tennant to be present when she died and was buried. She died on July 15th and was buried on July 21st. Aww. During Tennant's absence, scenes in the Titanic's reception area were filmed at the Exchange in Swansea and the Coal Exchange in Cardiff Bay. Tennant filmed his scenes in the area on July 16th and 17th. The last use of the Coal Exchange was on the 18th. Scenes depicting the ship's collision with meteors were filmed on that day. 1 week of filming was conducted primarily at the old DuPont site at Pontypool, which provided sets for Deck 31, Capricorn's refuge and command center. Much of the old extrusion machinery still in use, and their corresponding control throne drive panels, and the various stairwells and corridors of the ship. Scenes on Deck 31 were filmed on July 19th and 20th. A double, Danielle de Costa, operated the forklift truck because Minogue didn't have the required license. Shooting was staggered as a result of Tennant's departure. July 21st focused on the supporting characters, and July 23rd focused on Tennant. The aftermath of the meteor strike was filmed between July 25th and July 27th. Film returned to the exchange in Swansea to film 2 more scenes. The announcement of the denouement, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's DNOUE with a thing like that, MENT of the episode, was filmed on July 28th, and the pre-credits sequence on July 30th. The most important day of filming was on July 31st, 2007. An evening location shoot of the party's arrival in London. Before filming commenced, Minogue covered her death scene above a chroma key mattress. The scene in London commenced filming at sunset in Cardiff city centre. For security concerns, specifically protecting Minogue, the street was sealed off for the first time since the show's revival in 2005. Filming finished in the first 2 weeks of August 2007. The closing scene was filmed in Cardiff Docks on August 1st. Hardaker's death was filmed at Upper Boat on August 2nd. Scenes in the ship's kitchen was filmed on August 3rd, and scenes on the bridge were filmed on August 6th through 8th. The last day of filming was on August 21st, 2007. Cameo scenes by BBC reporters Jason Mohammed and Nicholas Witchell were filmed at BBC's broadcasting houses in Llandaff and London. And now, finally, the music. Composer Mary Gold, arranger Ben Foster, and singer Yamit Mamo make cameo appearances as part of the ship's band. Mamo, primarily a soul singer, was approached by Gold after his friend saw her performing. She unconditionally accepted his offer. She performed the songs My Angel Put the Devil in Me and The Stowaway on the 3rd series soundtrack. The latter was specifically composed for this episode and was recorded in September 2007 at Air Studios in London. The song features everyone who was present in the studios during recording as backing vocals. The Stowaway continues the tradition of Christmas song from the Christmas Invasion and the Runaway Bride. The song was influenced by Irish folk music and contrasts the upbeat underdeck feeling with melancholy lyrics about unrequited love. The episode features a new version of the theme tune during credits, comparable to Peter Howell's version from the 1980s, which contains a new bass line, drums, and piano. So overall, this is not a bad Christmas special, and it's actually one of my favorites, right up there with, of course, the Christmas Invasion and the End of Time. So, yeah. So, overall, I give Voyage of the Damned 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, tune in a couple weeks as we take a look at Partners in Crime. Well, hope you enjoyed that review, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell icon to be notified about when I upload videos, and if you want to support my channel, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link is in the description as always. So, until then, this is Hoovy and Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! Have a versatility of the neutron flow. Would you like a chili, baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.